Last year, Fintown was one of the fastest growing crowdlending platforms, reaching an outstanding portfolio of over 10 million euro. Last summer, I had the opportunity to visit Fintown's headquarters in Prague and learn more about its rental properties, which is the company's main focus. However, the P2P lending industry is changing rapidly, and investors should be informed about the upcoming changes that may impact their yield on the platform. That's why I recently talked to the CEO to discuss important updates that will further enhance the user experience on Fintown. If you're new here and haven't heard about how to make money with Fintown, watch this quick review. For more details about Fintown's operations, you can watch my visit to Fintown, which I will link down below. This video will cover some of the latest events, plans for this year, and our community's questions. When evaluating my own P2P investments, I always pay attention to how companies deal with challenges. P2P platforms that prove that they can manage risks and resolve issues while protecting investors' funds are, in my opinion, much better options than platforms that only care about their own interests and treat investors as dumb money. So let's hear about the challenges that Fintown had to face in 2024.
So we faced several issues exactly at the beginning, especially when we were starting Carlin. We had a lot of issues, smaller one with the rooms, with some leaks, with all of the stuff. That is normal actually when you starting up new building. So the same we faced actually in Ricciane. We have actually covered most of the issues that we had because it's quite big buildings. There are a lot of technologies. There were a lot of issues with these technologies that we have to repair with heating. There were issues on last floors. We had issues with electricity in some rooms. So we covered most of these issues, but of course, this was the thing that didn't allow us actually to rent all of the units and to have it in full. But it's normal. It's nothing abnormal. These things that we all assumed, but did not know in how many issues it can be. But normally in regards of numbers, I suppose that Carlin, we met both 95% of what we expected. In Ricciane, I suppose it's around 80% of what we expected in regards of numbers, occupancy, AR, and all of these things. So I suppose that it was okay. That it was very good, very good.
Those issues, however, don't impact the investors on Fintown, right?
No, it's operational issues that you have to deal with. It's normal operational issues that especially when you are starting new projects. So at the beginning, it's tremendous amount of different things that you have to deal with. And then of course, it's a normal operational things like people damage rooms. You have to repair them and clean them fast. People do crazy stuff in apartments actually. So, but it's not it's something that we didn't know about. Because Smicha, we have something 5 years, and most of the things that we're facing now operationally, it's everything that we already seen.
Last summer, we would have expected to earn between 150 and 200,000 euro from rental income in Ricciane. Maxim shared with me that in December 2024, the project earned about 160,000 euro, with further potential to reach the expected revenue this year. As you can see, operating a rental business comes with specific issues that must be resolved. What's essential for you as an investor is whether the expectations towards the rental income are met, so VRF and Fintown can run a profitable business and cover their cost of capital. If you're active on Fintown, you have likely noticed that the company is raising funds for a development project called Park Vista. This project won't be rented out in the future, but it will be sold to individuals. In some of the latest projects like Park Vista, you are offering investments into development project which is going to be sold rather than rented out. So can you perhaps elaborate on why this change in the business model for this particular project?
Yeah, so actually it's not change of business model. We are, let's say, testing another very interesting segment, a segment of luxury property. It's not that we are shifting to this segment, but we see it as very, very interesting in regards in future, especially in Prague, because it's quite big. There is quite big demand for such kind of projects, and such kind of project provide really beautiful value. So we can do really beautiful projects, and our main concept is really to do beautiful projects. So it's correspond to what we do. But another side, of course, it's not the concept of rentals, because one of the main issues, like let's say we see as a project, we are searching for the project that we can do like really fast. And it's not so easy like in Prague, in Czech Republic. I mean, really fast in regards to do it like in 2-3 years. So to buy the project, to reconstruct it, and to put it running. And it's really not so easy. And so it's also in regards of demand. For example, in Fintown, people are really more interested to invest in shorter term projects. So in average, it's 2 years. So as we've seen or tested different options of products, there are not too many investors interested to invest like in 4 or 5 years project. So from one side, of course, we are doing and preparing, like we have Mikle, we have a project, we have another 2 projects that we are looking at exactly rental, like similar to Smikov or similar to Berlin. So it's our main focus.
The Park Vista project has not been put to the market yet, as the prices are not available at the time of recording. However, Maxim shared with me that he already has 3 to 4 people interested in the units, so he might be selling the condos directly to them as soon as the pricing is available. Outside of Park Vista, Fintown will also be listing new investment concepts to test the investors' appetite to invest in more secured investments.
We have another project now that is being prepared, smaller one and quite fast one with first round mortgage, as we want to test how our investors are really interested in like really secure project with first round mortgage. So what percentage they're eager to invest for. So it will be project related to the land. So just like there is land, we get construction permit to sell it unit by unit, like small entities. We will not build there anything. So each another, like, let's say, product that we are testing, because it's not rental, but it covers the question of first round mortgage, yes? So that's why we do like this other types of projects, just to move forward and to test some hypotheses in regards of the investors if they're interested in such kinds of projects and so on.
Last year, investors on Fintown could still enjoy yields of 12 to 13% per year. Those returns have, however, decreased in the past few months, and some of you might wonder whether Fintown will list high-yielding loans from the Czech Republic in 2025.
Of course, like from our side, you have to balance all of the sides. From one side, we have investors, of course, that are interested to get as much as possible on the investment side. From other sides, there is like developers part that is interested to have the projects like viable economical projects with some profit. And so we have to balance how much we are able actually to pay. Of course, we want to pay our investor as maximum as possible, but we don't have to forget why are we actually working, and we have to have like as a developer some kind of profit. It's one side. And we also have preliminary to balance risks. You know, if we overfund ourselves with higher interest, it's also risk. So for us, is on first place, bank is the most important partner because we have the smallest interest, and then we have other sources that are like more expensive, but we have to balance for our cost on capital to be as low as possible, because otherwise, if they will be high, then the risk will be high. So from that point of view, I cannot promise that in regards of projects in Czech Republic, we will issue this like maximum interest rates that we had. But I suppose we will make some smaller products or like with like, you know, some promos that will have this. But normally it's not our like goal to higher the interest rate. Our main goal is to have like risks as low as possible, to have projects economically viable. Our long-term goal is to lower the interest rates in regards of this, not to make them higher. And actually on the market, interest rates almost like doubled, doubled. It was 7.5% like banking rate. Now it's almost 3%. So it's almost 2.5 times. Interest rates are lower now than it was like a year ago. And in Fintown, we didn't lower it 2.5 times, you know. So we like lower it a little bit. And also it's very important that in regards of projects and project like revenues and so on, it doesn't go higher because construction costs are still growing. Of course, prices of real estate in Czech Republic actually always like, if they're growing all the time, sometimes they stop, but like they're growing all the time. But still, I wouldn't say that in projects that we're looking or calculating now, there is some kind of huge like revenue or like profit for us. I would say that it's going all the time a little bit far, like lower because of the construction cost, because unfortunately construction costs growing faster than the sale price or like evaluation price of the units. So prices go up in Czech Republic, but construction could go up faster, and we cannot allow ourselves also to grow too much our capital costs.
If you want to earn higher returns, you would need to invest in developing the seed, a project being prepared in Costa Rica. You can learn more about it in our latest video here. Apart from high yields, investors are also interested in whether Fintown plans to get regulated. I got a few questions from the community which I would like to address. Investors are wondering if you plan to get regulated. I know we have discussed this topic in Prague a few months ago. The answer was that you are exempt from the Czech regulation on crowdfunding. Has there been any change so far?
Yes, so there is change. It's not a change that we are out of this exempt, but we are working now on shifting to a bond system, So because bond system is like bond issuer, We'll have the same type of product, the same, but it will be like under bond regulation, because this will allow us actually to work without any limitations that we had like before. So we were discussing it for quite a long time with lawyers, with everybody, and we resolved that it will be the best solution for us to be regulated and actually not to change something like dramatically. I would say almost anything will not change on investor side, but it will be regulated as bond issuer. So this is the shift that we are planning.
Is this planned for 2025?
Yes, we have actually started this. I suppose in the first half of this year we will transfer to this system.
What about the secondary market?
Secondary market is very interesting question, because actually it's the thing that at this time under our regulation, non-regulation, we are not able to do this, because we will be automatically violate some laws and we will get into trouble with it. So we cannot do secondary market as it like normally works. But we will be able to work with it when we transfer to bonds. But we will prepare some kind of early exit product that will allow people, because what is the main idea of secondary market is liquidity, yes? That you can exit earlier, that you can sell it somewhere and take your money out and invest somewhere else or do whatever possible. So we are thinking now of implementing this early exit program that will allow people to exit earlier. So it will be something similar to secondary market, but will not be secondary market.
So that wraps up the updates for 2025. This year you can expect new investment products, the shift towards a regulated environment as a bond issuer, an early exit program, improvements in the IT infrastructure, and higher occupancy rates as the rental properties in Karlin and Třičany become more efficient. Last but not least, you will also see the first investments secured by a first-rank mortgage. Fintown is offering a group guarantee for its mezzanine loans, which has worked fine so far. However, a first-rank mortgage will enhance the safety of your investments even further. If you want to watch the full interview with Max and Viorev, you can do so in our Fintown review on P2P Empire. If you haven't joined Fintown yet and you want to invest yourself, signing up with our link will get you a 15 euro investment bonus. Additionally, you help us to produce regular updates on a monthly basis. If you have found this video valuable, hit the like button and subscribe for future updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.